feel like I keep getting asked about the unicorn virtual assistant by a lot of the people that I'm talking to about virtual assistants. They keep asking, I want this one person to be able to do all of these different things. My question for these parties, do you really want a unicorn VA, or do you really want 3 people in a unicorn costume? The reason why I'm asking is because oftentimes when folks are looking for virtual assistants, they're looking for virtual assistants across a breadth of categories. And yes, those breadth of categories can all translate into one particular operation or one particular focus of operations, if you will. And yet, if you need someone to do a skill set that they don't have, I'm troubled if you're beholden to saying, well, if that one person can't do 2 out of the 3 things, I need someone who can do only 3 out of the 3 things. And I get that. Under normal circumstances, that is exactly what you would expect to want, right? You can only make one hire. Then you can only get that one person's skills, and they have to match up with everything that you need. But what if that wasn't the case? What if you don't need to hire just one person? Or what if you're not limited to hiring just one person? My principle is, and this is based on the business model that we set up, you can hire as many different people as you need to get a job done, however complicated the workflow is, given you only have to pay each of those people for the time that they individually contribute in order to make that entire workflow possible. I'll give you an example. If you're hiring for social media work and you need a video editor, a social media manager, a social media engager, well, guess what? You can have a video editor person, a social media manager person, a social media engagement person. Can they all be one person? Yes. But does it have to be? No. And I think that's what's amazing. I mean, granted, yeah, it does add complexity, right? You're now looking at 3 different people that you're working with, not just one. But your social media manager can act as a liaison for you between your video editor and your social media engagement specialist, right? It's not to say that you can't have just one point person. I'm just saying that one person doesn't have to be everybody all at the same time. And you don't necessarily have to pay. There's no difference if you paid one person to do 40 hours of work, assuming all of those hours. I mean, we don't need 40 hours of work for all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's 20 hours. But you don't need one person to do 20 hours worth of work if 3 people are each contributing 10, 10, 5, let's just say. Or, sorry, my math. 5, 5, 10. If you recognize that you can hire for people to do specific subsets of a job, of a total job, and that can still meet your demands, then you allow yourself the opportunity to hire people whose specialties are in those given subtasks, are in those given specific domains of expertise. And again, I'll use the example of video editing, social media management, and engagement. The social media manager may be a decent video editor and a decent engagement specialist, but a video editor who's just a video editor is going to be a great video editor. An engagement specialist who has a background in lead generation is going to have a really thoughtful eye and have less time sort of distracted from all the content that they have to go kind of manage, post, and publish, schedule. And hopefully they don't have to be the video editor on top of all that. So notice the proximities of value there if you're able to have these different buckets where different people are assigned to those things. That's all I want to share. Stop looking for the unicorn. We just want 3 kids in a trench coat or a unicorn costume, however that makes sense. Above all, be well and aware.